hundreds of thousands of dollars we're talking here. And it's not just the state funding on a tight deadline. The beach itself is literally washing away. This area is just wide enough to walk through. When I first came out to the street, which is Wellborn in North Fort Myers, 80% of the street was underwater. It looked a lot like this. I want to show you how much of a difference just one day makes. Captiva residents say the sand stopped here just yesterday. And with more cold weather in the forecast, the Division of Natural Resources says give it just 2 weeks and Sandoval and Captiva will become one island connected by land. Kelly, I actually just got a copy from the school district of the letter that was sent home to parents. You know, Craig, they're doing pretty well considering this campaign just kicked off on Monday. The Coast Guard and the Sheriff's Office just pulled all of their boats out of the water. Now, I want you to take a look at this water. Absolutely calm now, but I can assure you that was certainly not the case a couple hours ago. To depict this for you, I was standing on a pier. The waves were literally crashing all the way up to the bottom of the pier. Boats rocking back and forth. Zero visibility, and even experienced boaters were calling this water absolute chaos. The wrath of Mother Nature.
There was a lot of waves. It was super rainy. You couldn't see anything.
Boaters go head to head with turmoil as this afternoon's storm takes a turn for the worse. The boaters lose visibility. First, the Coast Guard gets called out to 10 boaters stranded miles offshore. They lose steering power in their boat and start drifting into a wide canal.
The rain was cold, and since the waves got in the boat, that was pretty cold.
The Coast Guard locates the boaters, then transports them to a shore near the Punta Rasa boat ramp. One woman is taken to the hospital for panic symptoms. A man, wanted for felon charges in another county, is taken into custody. Meanwhile, the sheriff's office gets a call from a woman whose husband never came home from fishing. Just before they launch a full-scale rescue effort, he's spotted near the Sanibel Causeway. Deputies pull him to shore.
I told you get seasick if you came.
His wife, relieved.
I was nervous.
He's still a bit shaken up.
I lost my steering right at the bridge. I was coming across, I was riding the storm okay, and then I broke my steering cable broke. I had no steering, so all I could do was sit back and go for a ride.
Two very happy endings tonight and a lesson to learn. Mother Nature doesn't always play by the rules. Heed caution.
Really should have, and I will have in the future, is a UHF radio. You can let people know what's going on. I know better.
Sheriff deputies tell me there were also reports of several kayakers lost out here on the Gulf, but all of them have now been accounted for. We're live in Lee County. Sarah Hollenbeck, NBC2.
The reason I'm pulling you over is you're not wearing your seatbelt.
Driver, no belt, Cadillac.
It's one after another after another.
As part of a statewide sting, Cape Coral Police are in enforcement mode. Tonight, they're targeting the roundabout on Vizcaya and Southeast 24th Avenue.
Here you look right through their side door.
Looking for drivers and passengers not buckled up.
You have a blue Ford, driver, no belt.
If I see the buckle hanging, I call it. If I have any doubt whatsoever, then I'll call it.
Here's how it works. These two plainly dressed officers are looking for violators.
Okay, you got a gold caravan passenger, no seatbelt.
They then radio up to officers at checkpoints who have two choices. Write a $109 ticket.
No citation for you.
Or let you off the hook. And for those of you who think most people wear their seatbelts, just yesterday, Cape Coral Police issued 91 of these citations, and that was in just 9 hours. In March, officers gave out almost 800 tickets during a 2-week campaign.
You have to wear that too.
I forgot, I'm just leaving my house. You know, and we run the gamut of excuses.
Do you usually wear your seatbelt?
Truthfully, no.
Why?
I don't like to.
And drivers are not just getting caught for seatbelt violations. Once this driver was pulled over for not buckling up, he was cuffed. Turns out there's a warrant for his arrest.
There you go.
At the end of the day, not everyone listens.
I'm too damned old to change my ways.
But
We all think if there's just one person that actually a life is saved because they wore the seatbelt, that's perfect for us.
we wanted to let you in on a little secret. Now, Cape Coral police officers don't normally do this, but tonight they told us where they'll be enforcing through next Friday. The first location, 24th Avenue and Vizcaya. The second location, Veterans and Del Prado. And the third location, Veterans and Santa Barbara. Officers say they'd rather have people click it then actually have to write you a ticket.
The Metro Parkway expansion in South Fort Myers has been anything but convenient for some of the families that live nearby. Tonight, one couple tells NBC2's Sarah Hollenbeck it's ruining their way of life and making it impossible for them to sell their home.
For Jen and Ron Cross, this is a dream house. Large yard, huge swimming pool, quiet neighborhood, and yet 18 months on the market and not one offer.
And they all say, love the house, love Briarcliff, you know, it's wonderful, but look at that.
In just about a year, 50,000 cars will zip down a 6-lane highway 60 yards from the Cross's front doorstep.
Too close for comfort.
The Metro Parkway extension proposed in the early 90s hit setback after setback. And when the Crosses moved here, the project was still 10 years down the line. Stimulus funds brought it back up to speed, and one day they woke up to bulldozers.
You know, we were just horrified.
A recent Florida Department of Transportation study found the highway doesn't require noise barriers. And while the project will use a type of asphalt that absorbs some traffic noise, FDOT says there's little else it can afford.
The unknown sometimes is you know, challenging. And I think once the roadway is constructed and people get used to that new condition, it may be less than what they're assuming will happen.
So the Crosses slash and slash the selling price. It's still over $300,000. But they say if they go any lower, they won't be able to afford their next 2 homes. The Crosses are divorced. And until this place sells, they're stuck.
Still living in the same house and leading totally separate lives. He's got one side of the house, I got the other.
The price now $100,000 less than a year ago.
We've just got to keep hoping and hoping that someone will come in who doesn't care about the road, but I don't think that's going to happen.
In South Lee County, Sarah Hollenbeck, NBC2.